There was a lot being said about the fact that Ronaldo was rested. He didn't even travel with the squad. And Juventus started off with Dybala and Higuain up top, with Bernardeschi behind them in the hole. And of course, De Ligt with yet another handball, giving away a penalty. So what do you make of this game?
I think obviously any time when you're Juventus you don't win, it's a disappointing result. That's pretty much
embarrassing.
But it's not. No, I didn't go with embarrassing.
No, I said that.
No, but Mina wasn't saying that. She thought it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
But some people said it was embarrassing. And this is the stupid mindset we need to get out of. Well, Lecce they had 7 points in the table at that point, right? Mm-hmm. It's not like they're last and haven't won a game.
No, I mean, right? I think they are. We said it, I think we agreed on it here on this podcast a week or two ago. I think they might be the most talent-light team in the division, but they're fighting. You know, they're giving it plenty at the moment. Then the atmosphere was absolutely white hot there as well.
So an away draw isn't embarrassing, right?
No, I mean, you've dropped 4 points in 9 games. I don't think there's anything to turn around and reproach Juventus for. You dropped these 2 points while not playing with Cristiano Ronaldo, and inevitably, anytime you leave Ronaldo out and you don't win, there's going to be a talking point about that and whether or not he needs to be there, which, in my opinion, is a silly talking point to an extent because it's not really like Ronaldo is dragging the team this season. I think
Dybala is.
He's certainly scored more of the big goals this season. I think. Look, I think that this is a game that easily could have wound up in a comfortable Juventus win.
There's nothing wrong with the performance.
With the performance being.
This is where I want to ask you about something because I understand that obviously there are some things that happen and sometimes the ball doesn't want to go in or whatever it is. Like, let's be honest, there was like maybe 433 choices. I'm not exaggerating here, but I do want to say, is there a part of them that's? You look at this a little bit and you could see Bernardeschi and his final choices, like the final ball was always missing there. And you see that quite a lot against Lokomotiv Moscow as well. You're just like, oh my God, why is the ball not going in? Is there that sort of like that penetrative ability that they're missing at the moment? Are they a bit too much like, oh, now we create 480 choices and chances in a game, but we don't actually score them?
I mean, it's an interesting line of attack, I guess, just because this is because it would tie into exactly what Sarri was brought in to do, right? Sarri was brought in to make this team score more and be more thrilling up front. And you can ask whether or not those dynamics that he's supposed to come in to bring, the cheesy though it is, the little triangles that we saw his Napoli teams play a lot, are those as fluid as you want them to be yet? Maybe not. Maybe that is the area in which as well, when you're missing one of your starters, it's a little bit of a less fluid attacking situation. I find it hard to criticise a team that had as many chances as they had in this game for not creating chances. They had loads of chances.
Yeah, but the finishing
I think it's
ability
interesting
is poor.
to me that they haven't. What are you going to say about that? Higuain can't finish. We know Higuain can finish. He didn't score. He didn't score if he missed one. Right. I think if there is a genuine comment to be made about the fact they have won a lot of games by one goal this season. But to me, the greater problem with that is still the other end of the pitch than it is up front. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, just before we move to the other end of the lake.
Yeah.
I mean, we differ on this. I don't think there is such a thing as finishing ability. I think it's all probability and randomness, and I think...
You don't think that any players are better at finishing than others?
I think statistically, very, very few players are. I mean, I think that's kind of been proven. I mean, certain things stand out, but when you look at it over time, actually have numbers to back it up and look at quality of the chances, there really isn't that much difference. And certainly Juventus' strikers are all... They can all finish competently, as we can see from the fact that they score loads of goals. But I do think Ronaldo is a bit of an issue because what we know about Sarri, and just he said it when he came to Chelsea, even though he started well, he said it obviously at Napoli as well, is that, this was a huge sea change for Juventus in terms of adopting Sarri's way of playing. And the whole premise of his way of playing is, well, we're going to play with Cristiano Ronaldo. So I'm going to have to adapt to having Cristiano there because there's certain things that Cristiano does not do on the pitch, and we don't want him doing. We don't want him tracking back. We don't want we don't want him participating in the press the way a winger normally would in a Saudi system. And so everything is geared towards that. And when he's not there all of a sudden, you know, you've got an extra man so you can do all those things that, you know, you want to do in a Saudi system, but you're not set up to do it. You don't have the chemistry there to do it. And I think the fact that they were able to still create so much despite that, which I think is an issue, I think says I'm not concerned.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.